Summer season is well upon us. My garden's in full swing, and the coming of summer brings to my mind barbecue. One of the first things I have to check on before I have a barbecue is to make sure I've got my barbecue grill in operating condition, something to place in there, whether it be a gas grill, charcoal grill, or whether it's a wood smoker or whatever you're using. But then tinfoil comes to my mind. It's a very commonly used material in this country for the barbecue season. We'll wrap our baked potatoes in it. All sorts of different things get cooked on the grill in tinfoil. And I started thinking about tinfoil, and I began to realize that the tinfoil is no simple undertaking. To get a sheet of tinfoil, you need to have a bauxite mine, lots of trucks and machines that dig up all the bauxite and move it. Then it's got to go into a railroad siding where it's going to get loaded into cars, rumble on down the railroad, head on down to the smelters, which are usually located by hydroelectric dams because it takes so much energy to smelt aluminum. So you got these turbines turning and big arcs of electricity and so on to turn bauxite into aluminum. And then the aluminum ingots are again loaded on trucks and trains, probably trains, and taken to plants where they'll be turned into products like tinfoil. And then once you get in a factory where tinfoil's being made, you had a huge parking lot full of cars that are all fighting for space on the freeway and smog coming up off of them, hundreds and hundreds of people flowing back and forth from their jobs, whole offices of people sitting at computers for infrastructure and so on. And then you get machines rolling along that'll convert those ingots into sheets of tinfoil. Then you're going to have to go out and cut down a forest because you got to make cores to wrap the tinfoil on, so you need paper. The box is paper. You're going to have to make steel too, because a little cutter edge on there, that's steel. And so you got a steel smelter over here. You got a whole forest cut down over there. You got a paper mill dumping effluent into rivers and so on. And again, more trucks rumbling down highways, carrying reams of paper, carrying steel cutters, carrying boxes of tinfoil and so on. And then once you use it on your grill, generally it's not good for use again, and so we have to take it and then send it back out to processing facilities where it's going to be recycled again. These days here in the Bay Area, most of that stuff ends up in China, so it's got to get on trucks out to the port of Oakland here, loaded into some great big old cargo containers, shipped over to China where somebody's going to sort this stuff out and try to turn it back into Harley-Davidson belt buckles to ship back here. And who knows what they mixed with the aluminum to get rid of it when they sent it back, and so on. It's a long, nasty story. And the truth is that before tinfoil, one of the things that people used a lot to cook in over fire was leaves. And that leaves were such a simple alternative and something that we overlook because all it takes is, a little compost, maybe a little bit of organic fertilizer. I mean, you can grow good leaves in the garden on your kitchen waste and your lawn clippings even. Just work them into the soil out there and usually get enough energy to be able to grow some kind of plant that has a decent leaf on it that you can wrap food in. And of course, the leaf usually imparts a flavor to the food that's generally more desirable than the taste of aluminum. And so there's a lot of positive aspects to this idea of using the leaf for your 4th of July barbecue. Here's some possibilities. For gardeners who live way up in the frozen north, across Soviet Union, Sweden, Canada, Alaska, northern Minnesota, Wisconsin, and so on, the cabbage is a great alternative to tinfoil. Cabbage leaves, especially in some of the larger varieties, you can wrap up food in a cabbage leaf and cook it. I'm sure most of you have had cabbage rolls at some time in the past. That's usually done in a pot with gravy around it, but nevertheless, wrapping in a cabbage leaf is a good alternative. Another good alternative to the tinfoil would be corn. Corn has a leaf that's decent enough to use for something. It also has the husk, and the husk is famous down in Central America and Mexico for making what? The tamale. Okay, so it's a great food wrapper, biodegradable, grows easily, and so on. It's a waste product, usually, from what we're trying to harvest. So you get your corn out of the inside of the husk, but then we got this husk left over. Food can be wrapped in a corn husk, and it's got a good flavor, too. Personally, I think a patch of corn in the backyard is just a whole heck of a lot prettier than a bauxite mine, don't you? If you happen to live in part of the country or part of the world where bananas can be grown, the banana leaf is classic for wrapping food in. You can cook in these things, you can eat off them like a plate, you can sit on them, you can wear them, you can do all kinds of things with a banana leaf. A banana leaf has really good flavor when it comes to food that's been cooked inside of it. You can wrap just about anything in the world up inside of a banana leaf and take it and put it into the fire, and it'll come out really, really tasty. Fish, fruit, vegetables, doesn't matter. All works in a banana leaf. And they're really big, and the banana generally makes one new leaf a week, and so there's plenty of them to spare. And of course, there's that cool byproduct of harvesting banana leaves, and it's like bananas, right? Yeah, we all love bananas. So if you're picking banana leaves, chances are you're also getting banana fruit. So for my barbecue, I decided that I was going to use salmon and banana leaves. And so here I've got a couple pieces of salmon fillet. I've left the skin on. I'm going to attempt to try to put it on the grill with the skin down. I've got a banana leaf here, cut them, so I left the vein of the leaf in the middle so it folds over like a sandwich. Right here I've got some seasonings. This is a little bit of thyme, some garlic, some pepper, a little bit of dill, some salt, a variety of different things that might just happen to taste good on top of a piece of salmon. So after the herbs, then I'm going to add just a tiny bit of liquid smoke here. Go, and perhaps a dash of huli sauce. There we go. That ought to season it up nice. I'm going to fold that over like so. Hold this back. I'm going to take the whole thing and stick it on the inside of another banana leaf right here. I'm going to fold that part over. Then I have a bit of banana stem fiber right here. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap that around it. And then tie ourselves a little square knot here. Kind of hold this together so it doesn't fall apart on us. I suppose you could use a piece of string or some other thing. There'd be all kinds of possibilities. Just toothpicks maybe? Maybe. Probably use them too. And I'm going to tie the bundle this way, both ways, so nothing comes sliding out of there. There we go. There's one. There we go. All tied up in little green bundles of leaves as opposed to wrapping them in tin foil. Cool, huh? Well, here's our organic substitute for tin foil. I got my salmon all bundled up real nice here in these banana packages. They seem to hold together pretty well. I got the other veggies on the grill there too. It's working out pretty good. I think it's probably going to be about maybe 14 minutes or so on the grill for the salmon. Well, there you have it. You got fish grilled indirectly using banana leaves here. I believe our salmon is done. Get some of this off of here and have a look at this. Let's see what's going on. Banana twine ties off of there. Yeah, the banana leaf is definitely cooked up pretty good. Let's see what's inside here. Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's done. Oh man, does that smell good too. I could smell the banana leaves. And cooked it with the skin side down, so if there was any burning on the fish, the skin will take it. Our salmon's quite well done here. This is perfect. Let's see here. Oh man, oh man. And there you go, you have it. Food cooked in leaves without having to mine all that ore and smelt all that tin foil and trucks rumbling down the roads and all that stuff. Try it. Give it a shot. You got leaves out in the yard that have a good flavor to them. Give it a shot. toss the tinfoil roll for a while and see what you can do. This is so much lower impact on the earth, and it tastes so much better. Hey, happy grilling. Everything goes into the compost heap, gets recycled, becomes fertilizer, and no trucks, no mines, no hydroelectric dams, none of that stuff. It's just such a good idea, cooking with leaves.